What's going on, guys? I'm Exotic Gaming. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm having an awesome day myself because Apex Legends Mobile is about to come back. You might have thought that game was entirely done forever. We would have never been able to play it again, but you'd be wrong because Tencent has basically revived the entire thing. There are tests going on right now in China, and all you got to do is just search Chinese YouTube, and there are videos everywhere from people playing the game. I am so jealous. However, we can't be that jealous because very shortly, we might be able to play the game ourselves. In today's video, I'm going to show you all some gameplay trailers posted by the official developers, Tencent. And then on top of that, I'm going to show you all how to pre-register for this game on multiple different Chinese websites so you have the best chance of being selected when the beta test finally starts on July 5th. Which is in like a little over a week, which is crazy to me. We might be playing Apex Mobile in just over a week. That's freaking awesome. So here we are on Chinese YouTube, and first things first, I'd like to show you all the very first trailer from this game that was posted a few weeks ago. You've probably already seen this one before, but I think this trailer does a really good job of basically showing the whole entire Apex vibe. This lives and breathes Apex Mobile. Everything is so similar to the original game. What basically I think Tencent has done is, since they worked on the original Apex Legends Mobile, maybe you didn't realize that, they were probably very upset that EA just shut down the entire game. They probably shut it down prematurely. Tencent, maybe wanted to play the waiting game and have the game stick it out for longer before they would finally shut it down themselves. And so they were like, you know what, we think this game has potential. We're going to re-release it. We obviously can't call it Apex Mobile 2.0, so we're going to call it High Energy Heroes. We're going to reskin some of the characters, but it's basically going to be the same thing. I mean, everything from the graphics to the gameplay to the way the characters work and operate, the gunplay, everything is Apex. I mean, it literally is Apex, and it's just another mobile version of the game that we're going to be able to play very, very soon. Now, I want to show you guys some actual gameplay that people have recorded in China, but I can't do that. And the reason is because Tencent really only wants this to be in China right now. I guess they don't really want the whole global audience to really know what this game looks like yet. So if you're a YouTuber and you want to share gameplay from this game from people that have recorded it in China, I would advise against it because Tencent is sending out copyright strikes to any YouTuber that is showing any gameplay other than the trailer. The trailer's okay, which is why we're looking at it right now, but anything other than that, don't share it. You're going to get a copyright strike. It's not worth it, okay? Which is why I am not showing you all gameplay. However, in just a second, I'm going to show you all how you can search it yourself so you can see some Chinese people's gameplay and you can actually see what the game looks like. So there we are. That's the first trailer. I'm going to show you all the second one now, which you've probably not seen before because this is very new. It was posted a little over a day ago. That's it. So most people have probably not seen it before. Just does another great job at just showing you all how chaotic the gameplay can be in this game. Really, like, high energy gameplay. I mean, that's literally what it's called. So, I mean, it's kind of expected. You're not going to have a very boring battle royale. That's for sure. And I feel like this game is going to be a really popular game because it's made by Tencent. Tencent clearly knows better at what they're doing than EA because EA had Apex and Battlefield and they shut both of those games down. Tencent has had so many successful games recently. So, I mean, if they're doing well with those games, most likely they're going to do a good job with this one. It's entirely possible not, and this game might be a complete failure. You never really know, but I'm optimistic with this one. That's for sure. And it is entirely possible that this game might only be a Chinese exclusive game. We can't rule that out. A lot of people are talking about that, though I wouldn't just immediately say that to start. The way these games work is they really only look like they're going to be a Chinese game for a long time, and then they finally release a global version. That's what's happening with Valorant Mobile. Valorant Mobile isn't even going to have a global version until like 2024. But, right now there are tests that are going on in China. Same thing with Arena Breakouts. They had tests in China well before they had a global version. So it's probably going to be the same thing with this one, I would think, unless there are big lawsuits from EA saying, no, you can't release this outside of China, which is entirely possible. But they are saying that a public version is coming out by the end of the year. So if that's the case, that might actually be the global version of the game. So we might get the global version of High Energy Heroes by the end of the year. So that's in less than 6 months from now, which is very exciting. And there we go. That's the second trailer, High Energy Heroes. I'm very excited about this. Now, first things first, I do want to show you all that there is an official website for this game. It's going to be in Chinese, obviously, and I'll link this down below in the description. You can pre-register for this game on this official website, but it's not as simple as just clicking pre-register. When you go and access this yourself for the very first time, this button that says booked will not say that for you. It's going to say something like reserve in Chinese, and it's going to be pink. So when you click on that, what it's going to do is it's going to open up a selection for you to either sign in with WeChat or QQ. And that's where things get a little bit difficult, because you are going to need WeChat or QQ to at least participate in this next beta test on July 5th. Now, in order to create one of those two accounts, it's very complicated and it might not work. And that's why I'm saying this is not a 100% guarantee, but it's worth trying out because it might work for you. And then you can use WeChat to create accounts with many other Chinese exclusive games, just like Valorant Mobile and many more. So I'm going to put some YouTube tutorials down below in the description that you can follow if you'd like. I'll have more information about that. Some of these might work for you. Some of them might not, but it's basically how to create a WeChat account by bypassing the whole QR code verification that they do for China. They really want these social medias to only be in China. So if you're creating a WeChat account, normally you literally need to have a Chinese person verify that you're real. Okay, that's just not something that most people have access to. So most people can't create one, but there are ways around that. So you don't have to have somebody verify it, and it might work for you. It might not. So that's going to be down below in the description. Once you get WeChat set up and ready to go, you should be able to go to your list of apps on your phone and you should see it. Obviously, assuming you had WeChat working, then you can just download it from the Google Play Store. You can open it up, you can sign in, and then it should look something like this. Once you see this right here, then what you can do is you can go discover, you can go over to your channels, and I don't even know what that is. Some person has their foot, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're going to search the game name, and the game name will actually come up with their official account on WeChat, which is right here, right up at the very top. If you click the official account button, then it should take you to this one right here, and then you can follow it. And if you follow it, it's most likely going to message you, and the message should look probably something like this. There we go. And that says something like, hi, are you a high energy hero as well? Blah, blah, blah. Click the link, the big blue link that's right there in the center of the message. And when you click on that, it will bring you to another page. And then that blue button, you can reserve with your WeChat account. Since you're clicking that within the WeChat app, you should be able to just automatically link it up with your WeChat, and then it should just reserve, and you should be good to go there. You can also click at the very bottom of your screen this button, and then you can click the middle one. That'll take you to another website right here. And this is also worth checking out. One important thing that you really do need to do is complete these surveys that they give you. These surveys can be linked to your WeChat directly, and that just basically tells Tencent if you're actually worth being selected for this next beta test. So if you see the big button that says 1 that has a yellow link there, you're going to click on that, and that's going to open up a survey that you need to complete in order to be selected for this test. This is the Tencent survey. You're going to click the blue button. Not a very long survey, but it basically just asks you which games you've played before. So Farlight, Valorant, CSGO, Apex, bunch of other questions. We can literally select everything if we want to really show that we're a true gamer, right? Then I would say I play with 3-finger claw. That's what the 3 is, 2, or 4. I'm going to just say 3, whatever. And then you can list what type of phone you play on. So I'm going to say Red Magic 6, because that's what I play on. And then finally, it's going to tell you to input your WeChat account number. So what you would do is click the Me tab at the bottom right. Then you're going to see your WeChat ID. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to show this all to you, but your WeChat ID should be right there. You can click on that. Then you can copy your WeChat ID, and then you can paste it right there in that box. After that, you can submit it. It's going to submit. It's going to say, thank you. Thank you for submitting the survey. Everything is good to go. Then you can go back. Then you can actually go to their official website just to make sure you are registered for this game. So it is gn.qq.com. You can see it up at the top. Everything else there, it doesn't matter. That's all you need to put, gn.qq.com. You're going to log in, as you can see at the top right. log in with WeChat. You're going to copy that link. That big pink button is copy. Then you can go over to WeChat, and it doesn't really matter who you would message. You can just, even right here on the official website, paste that, click send, and then you can click on that, which will open up the official website within WeChat, and then it should just automatically link to your WeChat account. It'll take a second, and there we go. There we go. All right, it changed. It took a little bit of time, but that blue button says reserved or booked in Chinese, and then you are good to go. If you want an even better chance of potentially being selected, you can scroll down to this little button that you can see right there. If you click on that, it's going to open up a much bigger survey that you can answer, and I don't know if this really impacts it, but it might be worth doing. This survey, as you can see, is a lot longer, and it's going to be like 30 questions by the time you select everything. Then that survey will give you a QR code. You can use WeChat to scan that QR code, and if you've never used WeChat before, you don't know how to scan QR codes, you're going to go to the Discover tab, then you're going to click Scan, and that's me. I'm actually literally recording this right now. So yeah, you can see everything is working. That's what you're going to do. You're going to scan that QR code, and it should automatically open up this little messaging thingy right here. This is just another thing that you should probably have linked to your WeChat account to give you the best chance of being selected for this next beta test. You can click on the first link that they give you. It's going to take you to this website. This website shows you a lot of different games that are in beta tests, like, Valorant Mobile, for instance, which that gray button at the bottom, I think, says that it's not available right now. But I think in the past, you could have probably downloaded Valorant Mobile from there. So that's a bit upsetting. The other ways that you can pre-register for this game, and I recommend pre-registering every single way just to have the maximum chance of being selected, is going to this website right here, m.3839.com, and you're going to click the green download button that you can see quite clearly in the center of your screen. When you download that, it's another alternative to the Google Play Store. It's this app right here. And you can just search up the game name, which, again, I will put down below in the description so you can actually search it up in Chinese. The orange that you can see there means reserve. So when you click on the game there, you can click the orange reserve button, and you can click the WeChat thing. Since you have WeChat set up and everything is good to go, you can accept and continue, log in, select whatever account that you would like to use to log into this. And now, since you have your WeChat linked to this 3839 website app type thing, you can click on the orange button at the bottom, and then you're going to input your phone number to get a free text message that will tell you to pre-register for the game. So I'm going to do that. I haven't actually done that myself. I'm going to click the green button that's right there. And if you do it right, it should say, hey, good job, your phone number is secured. Then you can click the WeChat button right there. And I think what you can do is you can link WeChat with this one as well. Yeah, accept and continue. Then we can go to the second thing right there, which this one is interesting. If you click on that, you click the green button right there. What you need to do is go to WeChat, go to the search button, and then it should automatically paste the game's name there. So then you're going to click on the first result. This is this website's official channel within WeChat. You're going to follow. So I've followed. Now, if I go back, actually, yes, okay, it's giving me some notifications here. I should be able to go back, and this third one is telling us to confirm whether or not we're getting WeChat notifications. So click the three dots, click on that one, and what is it telling us to do? Make sure that's on. Okay, so that's easy enough. We're going to go click the three dots. We're going to go to settings, and then mute notifications. We're going to have that disabled. So we're actually going to get a notification from this little app thingy on WeChat that lets us know that, hey, we have been selected for that. At that point, that next little message that's underneath the third little step says, hey, you're going to get a notification when you have been selected. So we have done that. We have now pre-registered twice. It's always good to be extra, double, triple, 100% certain that you are going to be selected. And the more times you pre-register, the better chance you have, in my personal opinion. The third way is with TapTap, but not the English version of TapTap. It's with the Chinese version of TapTap. So what you're going to do is go to m.taptap.cn. What you're going to want to do is click the blue button at the bottom of your screen, and that blue button will have you download the TapTap app. And the TapTap app will be this blue one that you can see right there on my screen. It's not going to be the English one that looks like that. It's going to be the blue Chinese one. And the Chinese one actually has High Energy Heroes right there at number 5 right now on pre-registered. If you don't find it, you can just search up the game name. But most likely, if you're watching this video anytime recently after I posted it, then it's going to be right up there toward the top of pre-registered. So you're going to click on that, and you're going to need to pre-register for the game. In order to do that, you're going to need to create an account with TapTap China. So it's not going to just say pre-registered for you. You're going to have to create an account and then pre-register yourself. And so finally, once you get pre-registered there, the very last thing you're going to need to press is this little blue button that's right here. When you click on that, it's going to open up the survey within the TapTap app. And yeah, it basically says, welcome to Tencent, the recruitment questionnaire for high energy heroes. I have read and agree. I'm going to click WeChat. I'm going to click OK. That's going to do the same type of process that we did before in the past. I can literally even message it to another app. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to paste it right there. We're going to click on that link, and there we go. There's the questionnaire. It's going to be the same type of thing where it asks you which games you've played. The only difference there is it actually asks you at the top what your TapTap ID is. And then finally, number 5, you're going to select WeChat, not QQ. And then number 6, you're going to have to enter in your phone number that you used to sign up with WeChat. Once you do all that, you can submit it, and then you have successfully pre-registered 3 different times, 3 different ways for high energy heroes. And hopefully, if you can get WeChat to work, that's going to give you the best chance of actually playing this game on July 5th. Now, very important thing before we end off this video, don't click away. You are not going to be able to play this game unless you download it and open it up within 1 day, okay? When you get the notification saying, hey, you're good to go, you have 1 day. That's what it says on their website. If you take longer than a day, then that's it. Your whole application process has been canceled, okay? So you got to get on that immediately the second you get that notification. And then once you download the game, you're going to need a VPN app. I would recommend this VPN app. It's a Chinese VPN that has like 200 different servers, a ridiculous amount. One of them is bound to work. So you're going to connect to that server for free. Then you can load up the game. And then you're going to need to sign into the game with WeChat, the same WeChat that you created to pre-register for it, okay? And then finally, the very last step, the last hurdle, is it's going to ask you for a Chinese name and ID to log into the game. And you can't just put any random thing. Down below in the description, I will have a Google Doc link with like 6,000 different Chinese IDs that you can actually use to log in and finally get past that process. Then once you do that, it should be good to go. When you download the game, you should be able to play it. And yeah, that basically covers everything. I really hope I was clear enough with this tutorial. I basically explained how to pre-register 3 different ways on 3 different apps. And the one big hurdle for everybody is WeChat. If those YouTube tutorials don't work, you can always go the route where you search on Reddit, trying to find people that are going to help with verifying the QR code on WeChat. You can go on Twitter, Facebook, doesn't matter. You can even go on websites like Fiverr and Upwork and actually pay people a couple of dollars to verify the WeChat account for you. There's a lot of different options, and I'm hoping at least one of them will work for you. And then that way, the most amount of people possible are actually able to enjoy this game. Oh, and then finally, one last thing. If you'd like to actually see gameplay from other people, you can go to Chinese YouTube and search up the game, and you can see tons and tons of videos from other people. Look, literally a 17-minute long gameplay from somebody. That's probably an entire match. There are gameplays out there. It's just, as I said, I'm not able to share them myself. You know what? Maybe you're not even going to need to watch YouTube videos soon enough because you're actually going to have the game yourself. Anyways, yeah, this video is going on for a long time. I hope you all did enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.